idea how much of my room you can see, but if you happen to see a pile of laundry near me, I'm doing laundry. My room is not aesthetic. I live in real life. I don't live for the internet. Anyways, hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Animated Angel, back at it with another freaking video. In this video, I'm gonna be real talking about after college life, the real about after college life as of currently for my personal journey. Everybody's journey is different, and the real of being a beginner YouTuber. So I'm gonna be detangling my hair at the same time and putting my hair in like small cornrows. I'm gonna try. Don't judge. Apparently, according to everybody, I'm hard on my hands, but I work with my hands, so whatever. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna be braiding my hair with these long acrylics. If you happen to hear the music in the back, it's because I'm listening to music. And honestly, a lot of my videos are copywritten because I be adding copyright music in my videos, so I'm gonna need YouTube to stop doing that and allow music to be in the background so people can enjoy it. I'm trying to make, like, let's cut a deal, you know what I'm saying? The artist or whatever gets this much and we get this much, you know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, I am trying to, damn, I still can't get everything a little bit good. Okay, I have everything. This is a type of comb I'm going to be using to comb out my hair. It's not a fine tooth comb. I guess it's a medium tooth comb. And I am going to be parting my hair with my edge brush. I'm going to be greasing my scalp also because my hair needs some moisture. So let's talk about the after college life. Now, personally, everybody's college story. All right, everybody's college, and that's my bag of vitamins, by the way, just to let y'all know. But I haven't really been taking it like I said I was supposed to. But anyways, guys, so after college, everybody has a different college experience, right? You obviously go into college, I don't know what to expect. Like, when I was going into college, I didn't know what to expect. I was going to college and going to a school I really did not want to go to. Like, that was not my dream college, but decisions were made and I decided to go to I only went to one college tour and I was just like, yep, they convinced me, I'm going here. And yeah, that's why I decided to go to the college I went to, Big L. And once I decide something, like, my mind is made up and I'm doing it. So anyways, my college experience was not like the movies at all. I was really thinking, like, I had a boyfriend at the time. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna be long distance and it's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna make the friends, I'm gonna go to the parties, and I'm gonna be having the freedom and having so much fun and living my life and blah blah blah. But everybody's story is not like that. So my senior year, I decided it was best for me to leave the college that I was at. Like, I really hated that place. I transferred. I really did not want to transfer schools because I transferred all throughout my high school. So I really did not want to transfer colleges, but of course I did. And yeah, I just had like the transfer kid experience, I feel like. So it's like pardon my language, warning alert, you can skip 10 seconds, but it was a half-ass college experience. And to be honest, I would not redo my college experience. Maybe I would, like, Now, that's not fully true. Like, some things I would definitely re-experience again. Like, some moments I love, like, reliving in my head sometimes, but gotta move on. So, I left during my senior year and I decided to do online for the rest of the year. And basically, like, it was kind of easy because my sophomore year of college, that's why my college experience is also messed up. My sophomore year of college, COVID came. Woo. Yeah, that really messed up the whole, I feel like, my college experience as well, because that did not happen 10 years ago. Like, what? Not even 5 years. Like, people was able to experience the full college. But anyways, whatever. Gotta move on. So, it was kind of easy to do because, like, basically when COVID happened, everybody was online. So I kind of learned how to be online from that. And I had a lot of friends that also just moved back home and went online. So it was like not that hard. Like, you just start living back at home and you start, I don't know, you just like start building out your life. And the thing is, my family is not from here. So, or like, I did not graduate high school from here. So, all the friends that I had when I went back home were not here because I did not know nobody in the state. So, it was a little bit hard personally for me when I moved back home due to like my family's own situation. And it was really hard to like readjust to living with my parents again and living with their rules, because all throughout college I was living under my own rules, doing whatever I wanted, like just living life. And when I moved back home, it was like I was almost still treated like, not everybody's situation is different, but I personally felt like I was back to my high school self in a way, like being told what to do all the time, having to check in all the time, always having people around, like, yeah. And it was like low-key boring because I missed college, I missed my friends, I missed like being able to be close to them all in the same place and like just doing stuff. I do not miss being broke. I do not miss working none of the jobs that I was working. I do not miss being stressed about class because honestly, I wanted to drop out of college so many times, but I'm proud of myself. I really was like, I'm not doing more than 4 years in college, and I did 4.5. So, because of that summer semester, but I'm proud of myself. But yeah, guys. So, transitioning to a town or part of the country that I was not from, I did not know anything really about. Like, I only came down here for for winter break and stuff. And yeah, I was not really messing with it like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just this part of the state that I'm in, but I'm like, I don't know about this. So when I moved back, I did not have a job. I was trying to get a corporate job, but I don't think I was really ready to like, I didn't know how to interview for real. I didn't know how to do like a good enough looking resume, and I really didn't know how much to ask for the salary. Like, I was expecting big things. I'm like, oh, this is a corporate job? I need to be asking for double what I was getting paid when I was working minimum wage, because I got a bachelor's, or I'm almost done with my bachelor's, so it should be worth something. It's worth a little bit more than minimum wage. Isn't that crazy? And I don't know, I just didn't have the experience. I didn't interview good for the interviews that I did, or like something like how far I lived turned them off or whatever. So I got a job at a restaurant. Hold on, let me get some water. And you wouldn't even understand how many people that I know that work, that have their bachelor's and work either minimum wage jobs or a little bit better than minimum wage jobs or serving jobs. It's such a high percentage. And you, like, when I got out of college basically and moved back home and was like looking for basically a corporate job or whatever, you really gotta lie, like, and I was being too honest. I was told that I was being too honest. I need to really lie more, like like, for example, if the company is like, oh, what do you plan on doing for the next 5 years? Like, where do you see your career? You better say it's with that company, or you better say moving up in that company, or getting something in that company. Because I said, oh, I don't know, like, I really want to be an entrepreneur, blah, 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 blah. Like, I really want to use this experience and, like, learn how to do this. No, you're not supposed to say all that. You're supposed to say, oh, I really want to work here because I really want to be where you're at. I want to be part of the HR, blah, blah, blah. I want to be part of the marketing team, da, 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 da. Yeah, don't be too honest, guys. Didn't know that. Okay? And honestly, you don't fit that company's culture. You'll know the culture when you go in to interview. If you don't fit that company's culture, if you know, you know, they might just pass on you. If they're desperate enough, they'll take you. Or if they really like your personality, they'll take you. So I got a job at a restaurant. Oh no, I got a bunch of jobs. So one of my first jobs that I got was being a beer tender, and at this brewery or whatever. And I really am grateful of the opportunity. I really did like the owners and stuff. They were very kind people, but it just was not for my demographic. I felt very uncomfortable for, like, being the person that I am, and just the vibes that I was getting from some of the guests. I personally didn't like it. And I was standing up in one spot all day. I didn't like the taste of beer. It was so boring. Like, it was cold. I couldn't get my phone. Like, I was just standing in front of the, it was just so not it. I didn't like make decent money for my training day, which I was surprised about. But yeah, I quit after one day. And then I got another job. I was I think I told you all about this if you watched my juicy year review or whatever. But I got another job working at the basketball thing, and I was being scorekeeper. But it was just so much going on there, and it was just a good way for me to get out of the house and stuff and talk about something else. But yeah, I just needed to cut that off. I only did that for one season, and then yeah, and then I got another job. All, mind you, all of these jobs are not much paying much more than minimum wage. Like, so with my bachelor degree almost there, I was not able to get any of those jobs or get like a, you know, you want to get like a, some people want to get a 9 to 5 right after they get it because that's what they worked for basically. And then I got a job at the restaurant, which, whew, it just was not it. I wasn't making good money. I didn't like the clientele. I didn't feel like I could be myself around my coworkers. Nada. Nada. So then I quit that job after me and the manager got into it because I was like, this is giving me red flags of the job that I had when I was in college. And I'm not about to do this again. I'm not about to get treated like this. So I quit. And yeah, it's just like when you get right after college and everybody's circumstance is different. You have to move back home hypothetically, and as of right now we're living in a recession and everything is expensive, so it's hard to move out of your parents' house right now. Let's be real. If you want to move by yourself, it's really, really hard. But as a server, you do certain things with your money. If you are in an industry where you're making most of your money through cash, and you are not depositing all of your money, then it's very hard to get any sort of paper trail or any sort of proof that you have any type of income coming in. So while I was going through all of this year, I was really trying to get my own place, but it was just so hard for me to get approved because during college, I was scared to get a credit card, and you really need a credit card to be in America like that. Like, you have to have some sort of credit, whether or not you're paying a car payment or some type of payment that helps build credit. But yeah, you really need a credit card. And you also need to make sure that you have a good enough paper trail if you're going to get an apartment the traditional route. But yeah, it's just crazy, guys. Like, adulting is hard. Like, you come in, you may have your way in college, like you may know hella people, you partying all the time, like enjoy that time, really. Like, even if the moments is bad, like soak it in, take all the videos, cause in a couple years you're gonna be looking back at that, and then it's like you're trying to find your footing in the adult world. Like, okay, what industry am I going to go into? What is morally with me? What can I even get? Like, I'm making money this way. Do I even want to go get a 9 to 5? Like, am I able to do what I want? Am I going to be able to fulfill my passions? Am I going to be able to, like, buy a house? It's so much stress. And, sorry. Yeah, I just needed a rant. Like, after college, it gets real, y'all. Like, just prepare yourself. Like, and you always, in the back of your mind when you're in college and you see people graduate and then you see they're not posting as much, like they're not going out as much. Like, I had this number hit me up, and I really don't be saving people's numbers. And I feel bad saying who's this. So this time I didn't say who's this because they called me by my nickname. So I'm like, damn, like they must really know me because only people that are close to me call me by my nickname. Anyways, they're texting me. I did not find out who this number was, by the way. So if you hit me up, my bad, but I really don't remember who you are. And I did change phones, but anyways, they're like, what are you doing for spring break? I'm like, that's funny. I don't have a spring break. They're like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, I work. I literally work. I'm not in school no more, baby. I'm not in school no more. Like, I don't have spring break. I don't have a week off from work that's paid. Or I don't have a week off from work because I'm not salary, one. And two, like, I don't get a vacation time. When you are adulting, you are literally, unless you have a job which gives you paid time off and like requires people and puts their mental health first. My job does not care. If you have like time for that, you can go on spring break, but when you're in school, that's really it. Like, you don't really have a time where everybody that you're really cool with is all off at the same time and y'all could all do whatever and it's all fun and y'all just living life at the same time. No, when you're adulting, you have to plan. If you want to go on a trip with your friends somewhere, you have to plan that out months, maybe even a year out in advance. People could get their money right, so you could plan a trip right. I don't know, I'm a planner, but yeah, you have to, and so everybody's schedules can align, or people could get those days off. Like, it's not really the same, baby. If you wanted to hit me up about spring break, you should have told me this about 2 months ago, so I could have requested it off from work, and then blah 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 blah, and then we could have did something. But you hitting me up maybe a week or two before, baby. It ain't no spring break in the adult world. When you're in college, you technically are an adult, but until you get out of college, you don't really know for real. Like, it's like sometimes, because I'm not really doing no real work, I'm not really going, I mean, I go out here and there, but I'm not really going out all the time. When you're adulting, it just feels like, and you're working a part-time job, it just feels like you have a lot of downtime in between. If you don't, people get tired of scrolling on social media all the time, and they have a lot of downtime in between. So, I don't really like how this braid is looking. Let me fix it. So, you're over here like, it's like you get to decide what you're doing with all this extra time. Like, for me, I tend to work about 4 days a week. It may average depending on what I'm doing that week or whatever. But when you're doing, like, you get to decide what you're doing, right? So I try to have multiple days off in a row. That's like the typical thing. Like, for a 9 to 5, you get like 2 days off in a row, which kind of sucks. I really love 3 days off in a row. I do not know how to function with 2 days off in a row. Like, I need 3 days off. So whatever my next job is, I really hope I can just work on a 4-day schedule. But anywho, like I was saying, yeah, so you have a lot of time, or like, you're just like, find yourself in kind of like a loop, right? So your Monday, you get up, you do your morning routine. If you got to go to work that day, you go to work, you get your kids or whatever ready, get yourself in order, and you drive for however long. You go to work, you do whatever pointless work you have to do, whether it be mowing lawns or typing on a desk or whatever. Doing whatever work that you're supposed to do. You're in work mode, or when you send your Sims off to do work for 8 hours, whatever that means. And then you go home, drive in traffic, go home, do whatever tasks you have to do, get ready for the bed, get your kids ready for bed, eat dinner. It's like adulting, you're always just trying to figure out, what am I going to eat next? What am I going to eat for dinner next? What am I going to eat for dinner next? Like, nonstop. And then go to bed and do the same thing over until it's the weekend. You do something else. Like, it's just like, damn, is this it? I was a kid, I was like, dang, adulting looks so much fun. They're over here laughing, geeking. I get to tell everybody what to do. I'm so tired of everybody telling me what to do when I was a kid. And then I come and I'm like, wow, this is the reality. Go to work, come home, do something, go to bed, get up, do it again. Wow, is that the reality of life after college? I really hope it's not. That's why I'm trying all these different things. That's why I have decided, because I was spending so much time, I'm like, what am I going to do? And then, like, I had a breakthrough, and I was like, you know what? I'm finally going to do what I told myself I was going to do a long time ago so I can make myself happy, and it was doing this YouTube. So, let's transition. I don't know if this is going to be part 2. If this video is super long, this will be part 2. So, if you are ready, then be prepared for part 2. If you made it this far, thank you so much. This has been your girl, Happy Angel. I will show you all my braids when I'm finished. I'll fast forward it or whatever.
I'm on top, I ain't looking down. Only when I'm riding dicks, when I'm looking down. Love pulling on his chains, missionary style. He like, baby, do your thing, so it's getting wild. He pulling on my hair.